Okay. You know, I think by default the area where Yasol is located is safe. A body. What's he doing here? Looks like he buried through the wall. I don't want to go there yet. Oh. There was a body there twitching. You received the officer's badge. Is this what that officer's looking for? A white lie, Seho. Dad's always been a pain in the ass. It didn't help that he was super disappointed with my marks that semester. When I came home with the recorder, he asked me where I got it. I told him I was enrolling in music lessons to get him off my back. Can you believe he smiled? I've honestly never seen the old man so happy. He even offered to pay for after-school lessons. Well, how was this for a plan? I took him up on the offer and used that extra pocket change at the PC bang instead. If he tested me, I could belt out a few old tunes I learned in grade school. The door's locked from the other side. I must find another way to the parking lot. Huh? Oh, okay. I was wondering why was there a joystick icon there? You still have that replaceable cartridge? I have a spare right here. Did you find my officer's badge? Take a gander at this? Hey, that's it. Well, I'm ashamed of my word. Take this. You received replaceable cartridge. Just remember this isn't a toy. Handle it carefully. Okay. I should be able to assemble a defensive weapon from the parts I've collected. Let's do this. Let's try inserting the lithium magazine in the grip. I hope this is something that she can interrupt with. Now snap the replaceable cartridge onto the grip. Great, let's see if I can turn this thing on without shocking myself. Ouch! Taser popped. I should try again. Oh man. Okay, I can definitely say this is something that I don't like. I don't like this mechanic. At least not for, you know, making this sort of stuff. Quick time events overall. You crafted the taser. The power light's on and it looks functional. I've never used one before, but with the way this night is going, I'm sure it's gonna come in handy. Oh, I do have a button I can use to use items that I have. Okay, I just noticed that. Helion. These ancient coins appear to date from the Joseon dynasty area. This key gives you access to certain areas in a police office, an ergonomic weapon for self-defense that packs quite a punch. Okay. What was in here? Antidote. I don't have one. Well, I have one, but don't have room for one more. I'm gonna take this moment and save again. I'm gonna save over here, so I have a save file where I don't have the taser, to see if that really makes much of a difference. This looks like a prison cell. Could the dead person I saw have come from here? The big man said all I'll have to do was rile the others up and bring them here with me. He told me to ask to be put in cell block A and he'd take care of the rest. Some lady is supposed to come here and get me out. Everything's been arranged. I do my part and walk out free with a briefcase full of cash. What's there to lose, prisoner Seong? The door's open. This should lead to the right wing of B1F. Something's coming. Something dark. Something clawed. Prisoner No. Let me out of here. He's going to kill me. Help! Prisoner No. Hey, somebody doesn't have a hand. They told me I would be here for a few hours. Aren't they supposed to give me a phone call? Prisoner Hong. It's been a year. Let me out of here. Let me out. Prisoner Hong. I've been feeling sick ever since the big man gave me those dumplings. Prisoner Yeom. What's wrong with my stomach? I don't feel so well. I think I'm gonna hurl. Prisoner Yeom. Music lessons, part 4. I ran to Myung-gil one day and he threatened to take my money. Mrs. No, the music teacher, was nearby and I called out to her. I gave her Dad's cash and said I wanted to join her after school music class to practice the recorder. That got rid of Myung-gil, but I was still on the hook for music lessons in the evening. I was absolutely fuming about the whole situation. Just my luck. I remember wondering whether the recorder was even a legit instrument. Everyone else was studying violin or piano. I was definitely going to look like an idiot. So, we have... six of those, 5 of those, but I think we're going to go back to the school eventually, so... The prison gate's been twisted apart. Did she do this? Finally, a prison lobby. I think I can reach the B2F parking lot from here.
저기가 예솔이가 말했던 지하 주차장 입구구나. 발소리가... 여기로 내려오고 있어. 빨리 예솔아, 시간이 없어. 기다려.
어딜 가시나?
I preferred well done.
사라졌어. 하지만 또 어디서 나타날지 몰라.
Okay. That is broken. So, interesting fact, I wonder if you had, if you would have, died, so to speak, gotten a bad ending or something, if you didn't have the taser. 5:10, old sheet music. I got to Mrs. Knowles' room early. She asked if I had ever played the recorder before, and I told her that was my first class since grade school. I opened the case and discovered some old sheet music tucked beneath the velvet compartment holding the recorder parts. She reviewed and said the first few pages were perfect for beginners, although the other pieces looked a little more advanced. I was stuck there, so I gave it a shot. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined new possibilities this would open for me. And then we have him realizing that he gets better there. So, new area. Mina, are you okay? I just saw what happened. Barely. She almost gave me a heart attack. It's good that you were prepared for that. That's my teacher. Why the hell is Miss Song trying to kill me? Mina, that's not your teacher. It's a flesh thrall. Ugh, that's a tongue full. Created and manipulated by the shade I told you about earlier, Vicious Sister. Was Vicious Sister? Oh god. Was Vicious... I can't say it anymore. Was she the one that ordered that creature to attack me in the school? It seems you've earned her ire. Shades are extremely territorial, and it's a long story, but Vicious Sister has some unsettled history with Song's family. Anyway, moving on. How the heck am I supposed to find this apothecarian? There are a lot of shops in the market. He manages the Dokabe apothecary here. Pharmacy. He's the only one who knows how to make what I need. The Dokabe pharmacy. Got it. Keep your wits about you and just stay on point. I think I can get to the market through this door, but I'll need someone's permission to go through. What do you mean permission? I hear the sound of construction. Wait, there are people who are working here, but something's off. First things first. Secondly, load. Okay, I was missing some stuff, which is good. Because I want to see what happens in that scene if you don't have it. Maybe you're getting a bad ending, but if you do, probably also includes a achievement. Or do I get a quick time event?
예솔이가 말했던 지하 발소리가 빨리 예솔아 시간이 없어.
어딜 가시나?
Tis but a scratch.
너무 무서웠어.
Mina may suffer critical damage if she isn't prepared. This will permanently lower her max health. Explore and prepare thoroughly. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that teaches us to always have 2 save files where we do have an item to keep ourselves safe and one where we don't. Hello, excuse me. Yes, what do you want, girl? What are you guys working on? Are you blind? We're putting up a new gateway to the Dokaibi market. The boys have been working overtime trying to get this thing installed right. We got a deadline to meet, so I bid you good night. Wait, please, I don't mean to be about it, but I really need to get to the market. Jeez, can't you people see this is a construction site? You're the second lady insisting on getting by tonight. Can't just let every Tom, Dick, and Harry walk through. How about that door over there? Well, it does connect to the market. Please, sir, I need to pick up some medicine for my friend. She's seriously ill. Alright, go ahead. But remember, that door is one way. Got it? Yes, sir. Good luck with your work tonight. Shoo now. This is Songerung's subway station, exit 1. Strange vines have taken root spread across the gate. Now, I want to see what happens if I pick the other option. I mean, I'm playing a Close Your Eyes remake, the anniversary remake, early access. And there, you do get achievements depending on which direction you go in Close Your Eyes, so... How about that ladder? I can climb to the other side. What? That connects to the gateway's upper deck. That scaffolding is for workers only. Okay. It was worth knowing if there was a difference. Hey, girl, don't forget, the door's gonna be closed. You'll have to knock when you come back. Shadow Telecom's ringing again. Youngbae? It can't be. I saw his body at the school. Hello? Mina, be careful. The market can be a dangerous place if you don't know what you're doing. Who is this? Youngbae? Don't worry about that. I'm trying to help you. But I saw your body at Sewa High. How do you know where I am? Never strike deals with shades lightly. Be wary of their tricks. Who are you? Answer the question. A friend. Oh, both of them are now available. Yeah, so someone... Oh, thank God, that's exactly what she's talking about. Yeah, so I just got a call from someone named Hyung-bae. How'd he get this number? Odd, he shouldn't have the contact for the phone I gave you. You're using my old number. You know him? Barely. We just met tonight. No use getting distracted by this now, though. You know what you have to do. Call failed. No response from this number. Dear customers, construction on the market gate will continue until the end of next week. Watch your step when exiting the market. Also, while we will do our best to ensure your safety, please beware of falling objects or stray equipment. Thank you, Supervisor Shin. There are a bunch of assorted wares here. Wish I had more time to look around. There are a bunch of assorted wares.
곰백향이 다 떨어졌다니 뭔 소리야?
You only have one left? Well, I suppose it will have to do. What type of Mickey Mouse operation is this anyway? What? No, I will not sign my name on that. I know your tricks. You're lucky to be getting this much from me. Oh look, the little bird has decided to leave her nest. Do I know you? And the poor dear still clueless as ever. She's dressed like a traditional shamanka. I wonder what she's doing here. Who are you? You may call me Jung Mi. Now, why don't you tell me what you are doing out here? A little girl like you shouldn't be wandering around strange places at night. Why so condescending? This is my neighborhood. I shop at this market with my mom all the time. Oh no. No, you don't. Not at this market. You'll figure it out soon enough, though. Trust me, the alternative is undesirable. Now then, why don't you buzz off? You are boring me and I have important matters I must attend to. Oh, and don't do anything stupid while you're here. What is it? Ask about her dress. Why are you dressed up like that? You doing some kind of performance tonight? You're an observant one, little bird. I suppose you could say I am performing tonight. That is, if you consider purging an ancient evil and saving the world part of the performing arts. I wager it'd be my best role yet. Jeez, she's so full of herself. I thought shamanka were supposed to be devout and modest. Do you know if they renovated this market recently or something? It looks different. This isn't your friendly neighborhood market, dear. Look around. It's warped and twisted by rumors, anxiety, and human emotion. Wander around and enjoy the sights? Well, you can. What's the auntie selling? Not that it's any of your business, but she deals in spectral incense. I still need one more stick. Wherever will I find one at this dreadful hour? Move along. So I guess I'm gonna have to find her. Okay. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to find her spectral incense stick later. You received the Kaibi Market map. The market's layout looks different. I can hardly recognize this place now. This map should come in handy. Okay, so Trader's Market. And we are on the seafood area. That upwards connects to a laundromat. And an office and a store. Clothing and... okay. Something smells rotten here. How about some fresh seafood? No thanks, Auntie. I'm not really hungry. Seriously, how the hell does she fit in there? Unless it looks bigger than it actually is. No, the other way around. It's actually bigger than what it looks like. Well, since it doesn't make any difference what I said... Dear customers, same as before. There's another save point. So basically this is just like a safe zone slash supply spot for you. What the hell was that? I should really keep an eye out on my surroundings. Shadow stalkers are malign shadows that have been corrupted by Vicious Sister's dark influence. They will pursue you and damage your health. Oh, shit. Need something dry cleaned? We can even remove blood stains. No, thank you. I have a good idea how to do that myself. 3 shadows. Sewa Institute dossier. We cast shadows under sunlight as we do in the Coma. Shadows are sentient manifestations of our subconscious thoughts. The more powerful someone's spirit is, the more lucid his or her shadow will be. We call these entities sober shadows. They exhibit the suppressed feelings of their waking world counterpart. Conversely, weak-spirited people will manifest mad shadows, tortured creatures that will attack anything on sight. They act upon their basest desires. Some shadows do not spring from humans at all. They come from rumor collectives so powerful they are literally memed into existence. So it's basically like Persona 2 Innocent Sin, where rumors basically make things the way you want them to. Also Eternal Punishment, I suppose. Ah, this is a safety spot then. I am in a vegetable shop now. You received Torn Page, 2 out of 4, Clarity and Purpose, Jiangmi. My family can trace its ancestry in the Yongnam region back for many centuries. Some trainees undergo a rigorous initiation ceremony to become shamans. Others have a symbiotic relationship with a possessive spirit. I inherited the exclusive right to perform rituals in our home district through my family's distinct lineage. From the age of 4, I began the observation, study, and practice of basic ceremonial rites at a remote shrine. I would perform these under the strict tutelage of the shamanka so often over the coming years that they became second nature to me. These rites increased in complexity and ranged from dance, song, instruments, and more. I had an elite general education, but it was always clear, however, that becoming a shamanka would be my highest priority. I never truly had a choice in the matter, but the clarity of my purpose came as a great relief to me. This switch seemed to activate something, but you notice no new activities in your area. What's the purpose of the switch? Well, let's ask Ysol. This place looks nothing like I remember. The Coma is unlike anything you've seen in the waking world, isn't it? You might have to refamiliarize yourself with the market. The Coma is a distortion of its waking world counterpart. Keep that in mind. Jiangmi, this is Mina. I had a sneaking suspicion this number would be yours. How did you get Shadow Telecom access? Ysol hooked me up. That sounds exactly like something she'd do. Frankly, she's out of line. She's gotten softer in her old age. She doesn't look a day over her old teen. Let's drop this boorish conversation. Don't you know it's uncouth to discuss a woman's age? Call me when you have gossip worth sharing. Sorry. Although I'm pretty sure this whole, ooh! That was kind of horrible because I wasn't warned through any sound that he was approaching me or nearby. But okay. Anyway, in the first game it was also mentioned, oh, I don't recognize her school uniform. And, Now with this very obvious mention that she has, old age and stuff like that, heavily implication that that's locked. That she is like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure her school uniform will turn out to be an old version of Seiwa High or something. 4 out of 4, my struggle begins, Jung Mi. The rise and fall of powerful shades is as predictable as the ebb and flow of the tide. Every region of the world has its own monsters to contend with. They spend decades growing in influence, fear, and rumor from the waking world quietly fueling their power. These local spirits soon move beyond their locality, spreading their dark tentacles into new domains. When their desire for expansion in the Coma no longer sates them, they inevitably turn their dark gaze towards the waking world. It is common for lesser... What? Did something in the game just say something? It is common for lesser spirits to find their way into our realm. We can often undo their mischievous presence through simple rituals. Combating a true shade in our world is another matter entirely and calls for great alarm. One need only look at such historical crises as the bubonic plague to understand what's at stake. And so it is that the vicious sister has now begun her ascent here, but it will put a swift end to her ambitions with the moon incense. I want to go to the other side first. I think I just lost my appetite. Oh, okay, that's the light there. I was wondering if that might be like the sound for the stalker to be there. One out of 7, the Shadow Realm, Seiwa Institute Dossier. The Coma is a shadowy manifestation of elements from the waking world. Vivid daydreams, feelings of déjà vu, fantastic occurrences, and strange rumors. Everyone has experienced the Coma, yet few know its true nature. We perceive its minor aspects because it connects with us. Most people will brush off these encounters with the supernatural as fleeting lapses in lucidity. They are, however, so much more. These are fragments of another world, in fact, small clues of its existence. Those who explore beyond the veil of its borders may attain eldritch powers and commune with dark spirits. Sounds tempting. Bandage. Can't use it. Or can't take it because I have too much shit. I need to get damaged more. There's a pathway on the second floor that reaches the next building. If I follow the upper deck, I may be able to get back where I started. Dear customers... Okay... And another save file. I'm just makes me wonder, why are there so many... That asshole from the hardware store takes this hall to get to his job, and without fail always has a few quips up his sleeve. Today he was bold enough to tell me it looks like I'm gaining weight from the rice bread. Next time he's gonna get a bowl full of dough in his face. So why are there so many diaries around? Is it some sort of... Maybe I have to go through so many places and they do it because they think you will easily lose where you are. I don't think they follow you, but just in case, I decided to hide. Yep. Doesn't help. So... maybe I need to go from the other side. Was I in here? Yes, I was. Hang on. Ah, okay. I remember going in there. What happened here? The entire street's collapsed. I can't even see where the sinkhole ends. I need to find a way around it. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't here. So I did observe this side of the, Two out of 7 shamans, Sewa Institute dossier. The shamans have known of the Coma since the dawn of humanity. Legend holds that all shaman can trace their matrilineal descent back to a common ancestor. This proto-shamanic entity has gone by many names through the centuries. The shaman's tribal ancestors lived on the fringes of civilization, practicing black magic and animism. They learned that human emotions and the actions that spur them feed the shadow realm's very existence. Their rituals allow them to commune with entities beyond our world. This eldritch knowledge made them at once feared, respected, and reviled. Through the centuries, their sustained contact with the dark transmuted their very blood. They are a potent force to reckon with. They have given counsel to heroes and kings of renown and continue to steer the course of human history in profound ways. By the way, you with the ponytail kinda look like, you know, her friend. And I know you must have, like, a counterpart, because one of the trading cards I got was Dahyun Waking World, so obviously there has to be a Shade version to encounter. Missed me! Sure you know where you're going, girl? I'm okay, thanks. So do you spawn there? Pretty sure you spawn there. Five out of 7 Shades, Sewa Institute dossier. Shades are powerful local spirits that inhabit the Coma. They are sentient manifestations of the collective emotions, historical trauma, and human routines associated with a specific area. Shades are highly territorial and will go through great lengths to exert control over the domains that bind them. Shadows naturally gravitate toward the willpower of their shade. While these entities may be benign or dangerous, they are often deceitful, and willing to manipulate gullible humans to achieve their ends. Their surroundings influence their forms, and it is unknown to what degree they may control their appearances. In rare occurrences, a shade may manifest from the powerful emotions of a single individual from the waking world. So there's something stopping me from going further there. But I need to find a way to get there to the hardware store, because I'm pretty sure that place takes me, yes. There, from the rice cakes to the hardware store. Like the lady's note said. Wait, what? Okay. This shop bears the flashy symbol of a Dokaibi. You're a... What's wrong, human? Shadowcat got your tongue? You're a real Dokaibi? Surprised? Why do you think they call this place a Dokaibi market? Looks like I was wrong when I said I couldn't get any stranger. You gonna gawk all day, or can I help you with something? Oh, sorry about that. I think my friend's been poisoned and I need something to help her. There are all kinds of poisons out there. Don't you know the name of the remedy she needs? Plasma tonic. I'm sure she called it plasma tonic. Yeah, that's it. That bad, huh? Why do you say that? Well, plasma tonic cures the effects of eldritch venom. Sounds like she was mixed up in some serious business. Well, can you help or not? She doesn't have a lot of time. The good news is that eldritch venom works slowly so long as you don't move. I hope she's staying put. Yeah, I believe I can mix up something for you. Now, let's see here. There's a little bit you know. What's wrong? I'm all out. Out of what? This recipe calls for Grimsing, and I don't have any in stock. Grimsing? What the heck is that? No, right, you humans have something similar called ginseng. Very good for an old Dokaibi stamina, if you know what I mean. Ew, did not want to know that. Anyway, where can I get this Grimsing you speak of? You're in the market, so shop around. I won't be able to find the plasma tonic until you find some, though. Finish. Ugh. Why are you people always out? Why can't you ever find stuff yourself? Hmm? Oopsie. It's the butcher from Keepers of the Dark.
누구지?
Someone you don't want to be mixed up with. What a creep. I think we found our hide from him stalker for this game, or this area. So, service office. Or 7 Flesh Thralls Sewa Institute dossier. Flesh Thralls are macabre entities constructed through the use... There shouldn't be a comma there. Constructed through use of eldritch blood magic to serve the whims of their masters. They may be mindless or possess cunning intelligence. Their powers wax and wane with the influence their masters exert over the domains in which they roam. It is a powerful agent of force and will carry out its master's bidding with a single-minded focus. These creatures also have the limited ability to phase into new locations, allowing them to traverse vast distances in seconds. Should a Flesh Thrall's creator die, though, it too will suffer the same fate. Iron dust and filings are flowing from the hardware workshop into the surrounding buildings. Their work is so noisy that I can't focus on making the meds properly, Mrs. Jung. Underground Shopping Center, Room B101, Hardware Store. Room B102, Empty Storage. Room B103, Monkey Cloth Shop, Small Shop. Room B104, Empty Storage. Room B105, Empty Storage. Room B106, Grandmother's Rice Cakes. Well, I know that those two are connected, not just by having blue there. Strange sinkholes and eldritch walls have been appearing. They are blocking the pathways and complicating things for our customers. Don't let this deter you from business as usual, though. Besides, we don't want the CEO to see us wasting time in the office. The herbal shops have been isolated by the walls, but you can still reach them through the hardware store. I told the owner to keep the back door open. Lady Boo. Alright, let's be stupid and go in there. The door's locked. There should be a key somewhere here. Does this have something to do with the shop's key? Found it! You received the market shop key. Just want to point out. I forgot about the mechanic for a second here. That part was automatic. I couldn't move until pretty much the guy had moved. Well, until he pretty much already heard her. So... 6 out of 7, the Notemen, Sewa Institute dossier. The Notemen are shades bound to a local domain and cursed with an unending compulsion to record the thoughts and utterings of folks from the waking world. Unlike their brethren, they are naturally attuned to receive this information, no matter how discreet it may be. It also seems they show no discrepancy between what they record, aside from a tendency to focus on darker thoughts. They do this in a form of loose-leaf notes, sticky memos, or scrawls left on the walls. Despite their highly compulsive nature, they can still be unpredictable, and contact with them should be conducted cautiously. The hunting gear here suggests the owner enjoys this hobby. I'm quite hesitant to even touch these traps. But the traps sound like something I should fix. See, there's a crafting table here. Looks like the owner was using this workbench to make traps for animals. I may be able to make something here. Kitty! So, wrong button. Looks like he's working on some kind of blueprint. How'd you get in here? Excuse me, sir. What are you working on? That isn't any of your business. Now answer my question. Sorry for bothering you, sir. I can't say I recognize him because I don't. 3 out of 4 born in the fold. When I was 12, my teacher shared the true nature of my studies. She revealed that our people had protected Korea from the forces of darkness since a time immemorial. There were others like us around the world who shared a similar burden as well. From the Inuit of Alaska to the Bobohisan of North Borneo, those of us who were born into the fold were to wage an unending war against the hostile entities seeking to spill into our realm. Historically, our people have faced much opposition and violence from those who did not understand our ways. It behooves us to continue our fight from the shadows to avoid the scrutiny of the unenlightened. On that day, I finally understood the full weight of my responsibilities. It would be my duty to prevent a blood ritual and stop Vicious Sisters' attempt to enter the waking world. Don't I know you from somewhere? Hardware store? Don't you work at a nearby hardware store? Oh, you knew that. Well, yes, it is the best one in town. Yeah, I went there once when my computer broke down. Well, I'm guessing you haven't had to make a trip back, so we must have done something right. So, what are you drawing here? It's a trap I'm going to use for bear hunting. A local pharmacist asked me to fetch one. You know their livers fetch a high price. Yep, hunting is my hobby. I saw his tools in the hardware store. I wonder what he can tell me about this trap. Is this something I can make by myself? I'd like to learn. You, planning to hunt bears too? You know bear hunting is illegal, right? Except for me. But since you're interested, well, all you need is some fishing line, a box of nails, and some strong glue. You can combine them to make caltrops. Spread them on the ground and no heavy animal will be able to avoid them. Wow, that's pretty intense and cool. Thanks, I'd like to try making one. You could start with a fishing line. There are a bunch of seafood shops near the southwest side of the market. Use your imagination. Here's a spare box of nails in my hardware store. Feel free to help yourself. Finally, glue. You'll want something super strong. You know, I have a sticky mousetrap that uses the type you'll need. I'd be willing to part with it, but you'll need to at least trade me a snapping mousetrap. Just look for a place where they're likely to feed. When you've got everything, just use the crafting table in my hardware store. Thanks, I'll see you around. Oh, more fetch quest. Hello? Anyone here? It looks like the shop is empty. He's right outside. Could this be what I'm looking for? It fits the description. I'd better bring this back to Mr. Dokaibi. Dokaibi? I mean, I've seen them as like monsters in Ragnarok Online, but antidote. Oh man. If I end up poisoned in quick succession, I know where to go.